Good evening. My name is Shamira Smith, and I will be discussing the basic pros and cons of globalization. In this video, I will also do my best to convey to you why I support globalization. Most people perceive international public administration to be a set of state structures, institutions, and processes. Opponents of globalization argue that it weakens states, making it difficult for them to sustain social welfare and environmental policies, and creates fiscal redistributive initiatives. 20 years ago, globalization was sold as a strategy that would raise the economy in poor and rich countries alike. Consumers would have their pick of inexpensive items made by people thousands of miles away whose pay was much lower than theirs. As we know, globalization is a complicated issue. Supporters of globalization will argue that it has the potential to make our world a better place in so many different ways. Globalization has been made possible by technology, connecting people in all nations to achieve interdependence in activities such as trade, communications, travel, and political policy. The three most core features of globalization is the increased free trade between nations, movement of capital between borders, and the large increase in foreign investments. This has resulted in growth for both small and multinational companies. It has also increased transport and communication between countries and continents. One of the biggest downfalls of globalization is the harm it can cause to the economies. Free trade forces countries to compete, however, causing less developed countries to be behind their more developed counterparts. Another problem with globalization is that it allows workers to move from one country to another. And countries with limited job opportunities have difficult times encouraging skilled workers to stay in their countries. Globalization have negative impact on taxation. Many large corporations often exploit tax havens. This problem affects consumers because they will pay higher taxes on products and property. When discussing globalization, I see it as both a gift and a curse because in any decision that has positive effects can also have negative effects as well. Economic developments have made huge effects on global politics and culture as a whole. Globalization can be traced back to the 1800s. The changes of globalization have developed greater businesses, economic and social connections, massive communications between all nations. The references used for this video is Forbes, Reinventing America, The Pros and Cons of Globalization from May 6th, 2015. Another is Occupy Theory, Globalization, Pros and Cons List from December 23rd, 2014. Another, Pros and Cons of Globalization, Controversy and Decision from March 26th, 2014. Lastly, Globalization from December 11th, 2014. Thank you.